Okay, let's talk about this method of repeated subtraction first. Well, we have seen that the square number can be written as the sum of successive odd natural numbers starting from 1. Means if we add 1 plus 3, there are two odd numbers, we get 4, which is a perfect square. And if we get 1 and we add 3 number 1 3 5, look, we get 9. Again, this is a perfect square. Look, since we are getting, let's talk here what is the method of repeated subtraction is. Since we are getting 9 adding 3 first 3 odd natural numbers, so that means if we go on subtracting these numbers, 9 minus 1, we get 8 stepwise, right? In step 1. In step 2, we subtract 3 from 8, we get 5. And in step 3, that from the remainder, which is 5, we again subtract the third odd natural number, which is 5. And what do we get? We get 0, right? And of course we should get 0 because we have obtained this 9 by adding these odd number only, and now we are subtracting these odd numbers one by one. Now what we say after this observation, that the square root of 9 is 3 by the method of successive by the method of repeated subtraction. Okay, so well, we are going to use the same method to find square root of these number by repeated subtraction. So let's start with number 100. The step 1 would be from 100 we are going to subtract 1, and yes, this is 99. And then step 2, from 99 the next odd number. You know what are odd numbers? The numbers which are not divisible by 2. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We'll take them order-wise. So 99 minus 3 is 96. And then the next number is 96 minus next odd natural number, which is 5. And 96 minus 5 is 91. And step 4, you get 91 minus 7. Okay, 91 minus 7 is 84. Step 5, 84 minus 9. The next odd number is 9, so it is 73. And then you have step 6, which is 73 minus 11, comes out to be 62. Step 7 is 62 minus 13, and 62 minus 13 should be, this is 9 and this is 4, 49. Now we'll continue doing like that. Let's see the 8th step. We have 49 minus 15, and this is equal to 4, 3, 34. And step 9 is 34 minus 17. And what is 34 minus 17? Is 17. And step 10, which is 17 minus 17. Well, we get 0. Now, once we get 0, we see in which step we get 0. We get 0 in 10th step. That means we have subtracted 10 odd natural number, or you can say we have subtracted first 10 odd natural number, we got 0, right? That means the number 100 was formed by adding first 10 odd natural number. So we can conclude, since in 10th step we are getting 0, we can say square root of 100 is equal to 10, right? You see this number of steps. So number of step is 10. So square root of 100 is 10. So this is the method of repeated subtraction, and you can find the square root of any perfect square. Doesn't matter how big is that number is by this method. But as number gets bigger and bigger, this method becomes lengthy. So well, We have other methods also that we'll learn in upcoming questions, but right now we are going to find square root of 169 also by the method of repeated subtraction. Okay, let's take the very first step, 169 and subtract 1. By now you must be familiar with this method. So 168. So let's do it together and let's see who finishes it first. So 168 minus 3 is 165, and then step 3, 6. This is very good exercise. Next odd number is 5, so 160, and then we have fourth step, 160 minus 7 would be 153. All right, step 5, 153. Next odd number is 9. 153 minus 9 will give you 144. Is that correct? Because if you subtract 10, you get 143 and plus 1 because you are actually subtracting 9. Okay, 6 now, 144 and minus 11. So again, if you subtract 10, you get 134 and subtract 1 more. So you get 133. All right. Step 7, 133. Next odd number is 13. And this is 120. Now let's write here. And then step 8, 120, and next odd number is 15. Isn't this fun? So 120 minus 15 is 105. All right, so step 9, 105, and subtract next odd number, which is 17. So 105, this is, we subtract 7 first, you get 98, and then subtract 10, so you get 88. And then step 10, 88 minus 19, next odd number, and 88 minus 19, so you can subtract 20 first and then add 1. Yes, so that is 69. And then step 11, 69 minus 21, do the same, subtract 20 first, you get 49, and then subtract 1, so which is 48. And then step 12, which is 48 minus 23. 48 minus 23 is 25. And step 13. In 13th step, the next odd number is 25. So you get 25 minus 25, which is 0. So we can conclude just like the previous question, since we are getting 0 in 13th step, that means square root of 169 is equal to 13. All right. So as I told you, we can find the square root of every perfect square number by this method. And the drawback of this is that this is a lengthy process and take a lot of time. And secondly, we cannot find the square root of the numbers which are not perfectly square. Means, for example, if they ask you instead of 169, find the square root of 168. So you cannot find the square root of this number by this method, because if you will go on subtracting, you will not get 0 in any step. You will start getting negative numbers. So you can say that is not a perfect square. You just can tell whether it is a perfect square or not, but you cannot find the perfect square, square root of non-perfect square number by method of repeated subtraction. Okay. All right, that's all for now. Hope you like it. And in the end, never forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.